season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Baylor Bears, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Ducks will kick it away to start. And he'll bring it back. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Baylor's offense will get first crack at it today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air, it's Overton. The sure hands, it's Turner. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Punt is on its way. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So the Oregon Ducks offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, but the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes. And so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Ducks! A great catch and run for 6.
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football, and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic. It's because of these fans.
setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking for a man. It's Overton. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big Ten too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go and make a statement today.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Hands it off. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be and nowhere to run.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
The Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Fires to the big fella. Gets away from one. Finds some space. He gets those chains moving. Gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. The short hands, it's Perry.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside. Defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. That's going for the goal line. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. But you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Man, this offense... Dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Got it behind the line. It's Moore.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Back to throw, it's Overton. Grab near the marker, it's Collier. There he goes. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown Bears!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for a deep man. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown Ducks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The power of Austin Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Got a man. It's Collier. Breaks into the open. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Hauls it in. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Caught in the backfield. It's Collier. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. The Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw, it's Overton. Pressure coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And this guy just stays on a roll. He's been getting to quarterbacks and making life really, really hard. He had 3 sacks a week ago, 1 already in this ball game. You better know where he is at on every single snap.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Makes the grab on the left side, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Baylor! Some much-needed life from this offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. Stadium buzzing. Kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll pull it down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Looking to pass. It's Sparks. Touchdown, Oregon! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up.
Turning it on! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And how nice is it as a defensive coordinator to have a guy that can absolutely terrorize quarterbacks? He had 4 sacks last week. He's got 2 today. This guy is lighting it up.
The screen, he's got wheels. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the Bears will punt it away on 4th down. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Right down the middle. Complete to the left. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of that.
And the Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Sparks. Got it in the middle, it's Perry. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Grabbed in the middle. It's Silver. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Gentry. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men. Not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. He'll pull it down and run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air, it's Overton. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job at play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back to throw, it's Sparks. Fires to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Ducks will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly to the tight end. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the 1st half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Finds the tight end. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. That is no good. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, break. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. He's going to run it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
This guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw on the previous play, and now he's showing off the speed, and you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Sparks. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now,
makes a grab past the marker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points. He'll bring it out. It's Gresham. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Quickly out to the tight end. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. First down, 10 yards to go. To the air on first down. On the run, still looking. Fires on the move. Makes a connection. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking.
To throw, it's Sparks. Floating away. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed behind the line, it's Perry. Shakes off the defender. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. Now on second down. Using his legs, it's Riggs. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oregon.
The Ducks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The RPO, it's complete. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's first down at the 27. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with a trip to the house.
After that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Dropping back, it's Overton. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense has it, they're on the move. Touchdown, Ducks! And they turn it into a defensive score.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. You got got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
Coming out with it, it's Moore. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll go right back to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Makes the catch. It's Turner. On the move at the 30. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Turner. Oh, spins away. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. They'll line up for a second down play. Here we go, set. Looking to throw, it's Overton. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Works the middle of the field. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse. There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Riggs. Oh, he found a space on the right. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing first and goal.
And one of the things I love...
Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff to the lone back. Plows through the defense. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They'll go right back to the run. Got the first down and still on his feet. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Turner. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off play action. Got him downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Overton. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Touchdown Bears! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And they tacked on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for room, it's Riggs. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Finds his tight end. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Gets it past the marker. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass, it's Overton. That's caught, it's Moore. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Finds his man. It's Moore. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. The Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking downfield, it's Overton. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Gonna look downfield again. And it's incomplete on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. Good right down the boulevard. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Alabama is on top, but it's not like Tua or Jalen Hurts or even Ken Stabler are playing quarterback, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Ohio State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Going for the big play. He's got it down the left. Here he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oregon.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Power football with the run. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Bears decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Ducks! The hidden yardage, the big play, massive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Dropping back, it's Overton. Makes the grab over the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Back to pass. Finds his man in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but they can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
They'll try to pop the draw. That's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
I would love to tell you he should have gotten the first down and slid or got down, but that's not what running backs do. They're trying to get extra plays, and I know he had the first down, but he's thinking touchdown. That little bit of extra effort, you could tell, forced the turnover, forced the fumble, defense recovers.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. The give and tick, 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 tick. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
The Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls it and fires to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Bears come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. The kick is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. A quick pass to the left. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Gets set, first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Sparks. He's got him. Turning it on. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
27.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this.
Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's taking a deep shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Reading the option, it's Sparks. Still on his feet at the 45. Turns it on down the left side. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
And the Baylor offense will take over.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking for a man. It's Overton. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Grabbed behind the line. It's Turner. Oh, he's got some space. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same.